accept it or not, but for many of us, this label has become synonymous with low cost and low quality. How true is the stereotype? And what has China done to deserve such a bad reputation? A lot. The list is long. The latest item on it is this. China has sold vaccines to the world, vaccines which may not be working. Let's show you China's vaccine map. It is currently exporting vaccines to 43 countries. A total of 742 million doses have been sold, 22 million doses have been donated, 262 million doses have been delivered. China is exporting three major vaccines: Sinovac, CanSinoBio, and Sinopharm. So far, so good. Now, the million-dollar question: do these vaccines even work? Well, you can start by asking Mongolia. More than half of their population has been fully vaccinated, but daily infections have risen by more than 70% in the last 2 weeks. Which vaccine is Mongolia using? China's Sinopharm. Forget herd immunity, they're dealing with surging cases. No wonder Mongolians are questioning the effectiveness of Chinese shots, and they're not the only ones. Bahrain too is witnessing a surge. There's a sharp rise in the number of infections, and this is despite high levels of inoculation. How do you explain this? China's Sinopharm accounts for 60% of the inoculation, 60%. Do you know what Bahrain is doing now? Administering the Pfizer booster shot. This is for those who have received 2 doses of the Chinese vaccine. It's an embarrassing state of affairs for China, and it keeps getting worse. In the Seychelles, 61% of the people have been fully vaccinated, and they have a population of just about 100,000 people. This island nation had the highest vaccination cover globally. Last month, it was ruptured. Daily average cases rose to 400, with 37% of the fresh infections reported in fully vaccinated people. Which vaccine had been given to these people? China's Sinopharm. And then we come to the UAE, the United Arab Emirates. It has vaccinated more than 38% of the population, with more than 51% having got the first dose. And yet, daily new cases exceeded 1,700 a few weeks back. And here too, Sinopharm was the main vaccine being administered. Now, the Emirates is questioning the efficacy of the Chinese vaccine and giving a Pfizer booster shot to Sinopharm recipients. And we're not done yet. In the month of May, the president of the Philippines apologized for taking a Sinopharm shot. That's not all. He sent the doses back to China. Why did he do this? Because Filipinos do not want Sinopharm. They say the Chinese cure is unproven. Next on this list is Saudi Arabia. It has refused to recognize vaccination certificates of Sinovac and Sinopharm. It is recommending Pfizer and AstraZeneca instead. But what do they say about such things? Once is chance, twice is coincidence, third time is a pattern, and here we have more than 3 instances. So questions are bound to arise. Why are so many countries wary of the Chinese shot? Why are cases surging despite full vaccination? Are Chinese vaccines really substandard? Do they work in China at least? Not very well, it seems. There's a fresh outbreak. New infections are being reported in the Guangdong province, with its capital Guangzhou accounting for 90% of the confirmed cases. Health authorities there blame the Delta variant, the one that was first identified in India. And this could be true. But then again, it could also be false, given China's track record of blaming every internal crisis on external factors. So vaccine or variant, we don't know what is to blame. But here's what we can confirm. A strict lockdown has been imposed here. Overseas arrivals are being quarantined. Millions have once again been forced indoors. And we thought that China had conquered the pandemic and thrown a party to celebrate its victory. Here's the thing. The Wuhan virus is unpredictable. It keeps mutating. It keeps spreading. Vaccines are not foolproof in preventing infection. But if one vaccine has repeatedly proven to be ineffective, if it repeatedly faces scrutiny, then it may be time for some reflection. And here's another question that needs to be asked. Why are we being bribed to get vaxxed? From free guns and beers to scholarships and movie tickets to roll joints, would you believe it, and Tesla cars, governments and employers around the world are offering goodies and prizes to end vaccine hesitancy. But are these incentives working? And more importantly, are these steps being taken to keep people safe or to keep the businesses going? Here's a report.
Years or older, you can receive a $50.
The winner will receive a full 4-year scholarship to any one of our state universities.
That's right. Get a shot and have a beer.